All right, we're back. We're back. Okay, but it's good because a message came through. It was meant to be. Everything's meant to be. We're all coming together. Okay, so now this is a very important. Okay, this is very important. We're going to be tricked. We're going to be tricked. We're going to be tricked, challenged, right? We've been talking about this, but this is part of growth. All right, so we're going to be called, and this is being shown right now as the masculine representation, okay? But remember, we've discussed we have masculine and feminine within all of us, so we're all doing this together. So just depends where you're at on this expansion. This is going to be a very specific message, though, if you're resonating with it for a certain collective of twins. So the masculine is being called somewhere else. Like the masculine's feeling lack, okay? And the masculine's being called somewhere else where the masculine's feeling the light is on, that there's abundance there. So the masculine's going to leave where they're feeling lack of and go on a journey. Confirmation right there from the universe. But this is a trick. This is a false light. But it's needed to happen so that the masculine can have a deeper connection to the feminine. And this is being activated with Pisces season. So the masculine's moving away from stress. That's what this is. The masculine is moving away from stress. The masculine's tired. The masculine wants to put it down. The masculine has been feeling overburdened and overwhelmed. This is why we've needed a recalibration to self with the divine to have a restart with the energy. The masculine's really been feeling where the devil has been siphoning our energies and is ready to put some things down. He wants to go home to creation. As the feminine has gone home to creation, the masculine wants to go home to creation and heal. And this has to do, remember, with this inner child. This inner child is going to be what helps us to rebirth. Where did that inner child go? That right here. Remember, we're having our rebirth. Remember, the inner child, doing work with the inner child is the key right now. Remember, into me, I see. And into me, I see what's being reflected back to me. Is it of love? Is it of fear? And that's going to be how the masculine's going to find their way to speak their truth. And that's part of finding confidence in our magic, and each twin meeting up with a sword to speak their truth. And within that sword, there's their magic, their clarity, their truth. And within the cups is their connection to self, the divine, and expanding their soul with spirit. This is very beautiful. Remember, this is where the reunification happens. There's the Three of Cups. You see the feminine's cup, the masculine's cup, and the Ace of Cups, the representation of the Three of Cups and our reunification. But the trick is that the masculine's going to move on to where the masculine's going. They're going to see it's a trick. They're going to see it's illusion. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a balance restored, a payout to the feminine. Because remember, the masculine's going to figure out which cup is which cup. Is going to go from the cup of lust to the cup of working with the feminine and expanding with spirit. Wherever these two cups, let's just find, I feel called to just take a minute and make sure we have the cups here. Let's have the cup. Let's just show the representation of the cups. Where did they go? Find these cups. They were just right. Oh, here's the reunification. Where's those cups though? Oh, here, right here. And remember, this when we let go of the cup of lust, this helps us to find our integrity. So it has to do with these two cups, right? The masculine goes, let's go of this cup, expands with the right cup. And remember, this cup is connected to the divine feminine and the cosmic womb. And this is about a rebirth, right? The cosmic womb, a rebirth. So we have to have patience for this rebirth. I just had this rebirth. We have to have patience for this. There's cards that go with this, guys. Sorry. Oh, right here. We have to have patience for this rebirth, okay? Patience. This rebirth is happening with Source. This is the maturing. As we mature from pleasure into happiness. And we're doing this within the present moment. We're laser focusing on love in the present moment. That's how we're going from sadness to happiness. And this is our growth. Now remember, each twin is growing right now. This is very key. Each twin is growing, and that's part of how we're going from fear to love. And this is when the nightmare is going to turn into a dream. And so we're gonna, this trick is gonna be seen through because the masculine is longing to manifest the 10 of Cups. And they're gonna move towards home. Because as we found out last time we met up, we're having a completion with our connection and expanding with love. Now, these Canadian geese, they made for life. So what we know, we got this activation with this. This has to do with the power of purpose. Now that's what's changing, is that we're understanding with the masculine, with the energy, the power of purpose. And we're finding strength. And remember, the moons are connected. This full, that we had the full snow moon in Leo manifestation with the new moon in Pisces. When the cups, when the swords meet the cups, we go from night to day and the bridge activates. We found strength to go within. Remember, we saw this. This is the strength to go within and expand and become friends with our instincts and that animalistic part of ourself. We become friends here. Remember, this also has to do with that cup of lust. Where'd that cup go? I'm seeing that right now. That cup, guys, there's so many cards on the table. Thank you for bearing with me today, please. I'm working through some stuff and didn't know I was gonna be here, and I'm feeling the energies very intensely right now. So I really appreciate this. Now you see, when we're feeding from the cup of lust, look at that animalistic part of ourself. This is part of our wholeness. It's not happy. But when we find strength to go within and make peace with the self and take care of the self, we have to take care of this part of ourself. We have to take care of it. We're not taking care of it when we're caught in patterns of lust. We have to take care of ourselves. And that's happening here with the divine feminine. The divine feminine is going to help us to nurture and take care of this part of ourselves and restore wholeness. And it does have to do with finding our way back to our integrity. When the masculine goes from this cup to this cup. And we honor it's happening through a new beginning. And this new beginning is connected to this reunification to the 3 of Cups. Connection to the 10. And remember, we just talked about when we meet up on this bridge in the 2 of Cups, when night turns to day in the land of the in-between, we've honored that reunification. We've healed from abandonment, and we honor this reunification. Because why? We went home to God. We went home to the divine. We went home to the creator, the forces of creation, whatever that is for you. We went home to source. We heal from abandonment. We heal from pain. We heal from our lack of. We understand we're co-creators. So we've gone home within, and then we manifest without. So the matter is healing from abandonment. The matter is healing from betrayal. The matter is healing from pain, the feminine, the actual matter. And we're going to expand all of that healing and elevation with the masculine, the energy. Or create that elevation once we add the energy. Okay, so I'm being called to see what is happening here with where we're being tricked. We're being tricked. What is this trick connected to? We're gonna see it through an illusion here. I'm gonna see through an illusion. What is it connected to? And this, the masculine's forever changed after this because he's honored the feminine. We've been called to have this representation of the masculine here because you can see within the imagery that the feminine has been honored. The feminine has been honored here. And this has to do with the mission work. Going back to mission work, remember, patterns of integrity. That's leading us in the right direction, because what the masculine is doing is having a recalibration on what is being forged here with the fire, with the father. And what is being forged with the fire and the father is connected to our luck, because remember, we're Starseed twin flames, is healing with the council of beings, all beings. Because mission work is here, we came here to evolve the human race and expand life. All of life. We're all one. And this is where we go, remember, we heal from fear to love. Now look, this is what fear is causing here on our planet. Decay, because we're out of whack, we're out of balance. Creation of fear. We are moving towards unconditional love for life, and healing with life and expanding it here. And this is part of that Two of Cups where we're growing. Where's this Two of Cups now? If you go back to the table to find it right here. And this is part of how we're turning sadness into happiness, is we are having reflected back to us our connections with all of life. And many of us are seeing how all of life is suffering, but how we're going to work with it with new patterning to heal and expand life here. So the masculine's going to get back. Oh, guys, I left 2 cards here. What did I leave? Halls of Amenity, initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations with Venetian Galactic Council, star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. Look at that. Answer the call. What's the masculine doing in a dream? Where did that go? Refusal of the call. What here? Dream thief, refusal of the call. We're in a time of secrets being revealed with our truths. And star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. So look, the masculine's answering the call. Secrets are being revealed in dream time. Secrets are being revealed in dream time. That's what this is happening here. And that's how the masculine's going to switch cups and just understand. There's forgiveness here. There's a forgiveness with the lack of. There's a forgiveness with the heart. There's a forgiveness between experiencing life and this connection. There's experience for just an understanding of what life is. But we're finding the strength to heal with force and have focused intention. Focused purpose. All right, what is being illuminated with this trick? This is a trick. I'm telling you, now twice. It's official. We spoke about the fact we were going to share this message. Earth star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. So we're going to ground the central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. And what are we expanding with? The central sun. This is scarab beetle spirit. This is how we are creating this. Remember, this elevation is from pleasure into happiness. This is how the matter matures. This is how the matter matures. Right here. And we need to use scarab beetle spirit to get there. I don't know if we do the central sun here or if we just go to the, let's see if I can find THE, guys. No. So we'll go with central sun. We'll see if that comes up with here. And oh yeah, there we go. Okay. The central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, success. So we're going to see through this trick. The masculine's going to see through this trick with their authenticity, with the masculine, the connection to themselves. Our sun is the center of our solar system. Solar being the key word. All the planets orbit it. We use this journey to measure time, space, and even our birthday. The sun helps us connect with our journey and see how far we've come. It is just far enough away to create the perfect conditions for Earth to become abundant with life. The ancients knew the importance of the sun. The earliest stargazers worshipped it because daily it would disappear over the horizon, leaving the darkness a mystery of night. It was clear that it had governance over life and light. So we learned early on to use the sun to survive and thrive. It's a vital energetic vortex in the physical realm. But on the spiritual level, it is a portal of divine light that we connect with through the inner universe. It's a spiritual gateway representing the center of the multiverse, a sacred energetic portal that irradiates infinite inspirational light. So we're going to visualize connecting with until you find yourself arriving at the sun in the center of the galaxy of your being. Invite it to encode your frequency with regeneration energy. Your message. The great central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon your world. It's a time to regenerate tiredness and old energy are being washed away. Well, that's exactly where we started off, because remember, the masculine is tired, was ready to put it down, to heal with force, and switch cups. And it was that connection to being so tired and just overburdened with force that was keeping such a deep connection to this cup, but longing to heal and go home with a deeper connection to the feminine, letting go and picking the cup, the right cup, connected to spirits, the divine inner child, feminine, masculine, authenticity. And this is the rebirth. Old skins have peeled off to reveal a sacred and more aligned you. Masculine getting into a deeper level of alignment. This is an exciting time. Central sun energy is magnetic and all-powerful, opening up to light and supporting you as you express your own light in this lifetime. And that's what the masculine needs to do. The masculine, remember, we've been cleansing the toxic feminine, and that's that hold that the matter has over the energy. We're releasing that hold and have been releasing that hold that the matter has had over the energy. And the matter has been going through a cleansing process to heal the quote-unquote toxic feminine, which is, we know, healing from rage as we work on this rat template, so that in times of pain or lack of, we don't tear down what we're building for the future. We're healing with that. This is not reacting, this is responding. And responding with a focused thought, a focused intention. It's not all over the place and reckless and frenzied. This is responding with unconditional love, connection, and it's directed, it's focused. And you see, this is going to allow the energy to mature as the matter matures. New ideas, opportunities, and experiences come easily to you at this time. Like the sun kissing the perfectly ripe soil, the seeds you have planted are being encouraged to grow. Realize in order to go beyond your horizon, it's important for you to welcome energetic exchanges. When you help others, you let yourself be helped in return. When you invest energy in projects, you let energy be invested in yourself. You know, this is that I can already feel it. Like the feminine's going to be triggered. Any feminine's being triggered if their masculine is working with others to expand. This isn't that. That's healing from jealousy. We're healing from what's lower vibrational. No. You can't. This isn't codependency. This is free. This is free, and you heal with those triggers of any of that, those shenanigans. This isn't of lust. Remember, this is the right cup being picked. We're not worrying about lust. We got it right. We untwisted it. This is freedom. And the energy needs to be free to expand. The matter cannot be holding on to the energy. The matter has to let the energy be authentic and expand. So any feminines, stop holding on so tightly to your masculines. Let them go. Let them be free. You do as well. And you trust that you can't lose your counterpart, because you can't lose yourself, and you can't lose source energy. There's a forgiveness here. There's a forgiveness being honored in this connection. There's a change in direction with integrity and patterns of integrity for all of life. The feminine's forgiving the masculine. The masculine's also forgiving the feminine. There is growth here, and we're allowing the growth. We're not keeping ourselves caged and stuck into the past and saying, you know, this isn't a Maury Povich show or whatever that Jerry Springer used to play back in the day, where, you know, it's just, no, we're growing, we're evolving, and we're not going to keep putting people back in their boxes. And they're growing and evolving, and we're going to honor change. We're going to honor growth. We're going to honor expansion. There's an expansion being honored here. We're going to let the masculine expand. We're going somewhere. Where we're going? We're going here. Let's see where we're going. Okay. What 3 cards? We've got leadership, King of Wands, with the Queen of Swords, independence. Look at that. We have the elements of air, the masculine, meeting up with the element of fire, the masculine. But we have the feminine's representation here, the Queen of Swords, independence, and leadership. And this is connected to the King of Swords, authority. So look at that. The swords, it's official. Each twin is accessing their swords so the swords can meet the cups. But it's happening through leadership. It's happening through that focused energy, where we're focusing our energy. But woo, seed energy. Okay, where are we going? We're expanding. Guys, I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, the sun. We're expanding. I was about to say we're expanding with the central sun and the sun. This is where we mature pleasure into happiness with the sun, with the energy. So we're working with the central sun. The scarab beetle knows how to create with what's toxic. They're gonna literally move their shit out of the way if they need to, and use what is toxic to get to where they're going. Burn it off and transmute it into something else. I'm excited to see what this is. Justice. It's official. Each twin has their sword. We got it through justice, the balancing of our karmic scales, seeing what we need to see. We have accessed our magic and the confidence in ourselves because we're healing from our insecurities, and we're believing in love, we're believing in ourselves, we're believing in our connection, we're believing in this path. So we're gonna heal with competition. 5 of Wands. This is healing from wrath right here. And we heal with wrath by changing our perspective. And we're gonna change our perspective in the 4 of Swords, because this is the activation of independence. The sword is gonna move. The sword is gonna move, and we're gonna act on where we're moving. We're literally gonna move and act on it. And that's how each twin is gonna meet up with their sword as we heal from our fears. And we're gonna use our fears. Remember, this is that doom and gloom energy. We need this contrast. We're gonna use our fears to find our power. And the King of Discs is here to help us to do so. We find our power in our fears. And this is where we expand with our abundance. Here's our wealth right here. But it has to do with perspective. We're going to share the message of perspective. A project or activity may come to an unexpected halt. If you feel stuck, take a step back and try to embrace this pause with open arms and a new way of thinking. Sometimes shining a new light on an old path can guide you to exciting new places or illuminate hidden treasures. We're pausing for reflection. So that's what we're doing here. We have to pause for a reflection. Remember, we have to see something back to us, reflected back to us. We talked about that within the Queen of Cups. She is here. We see something reflected back to us. It is the connection to our inner child that's helping us rebirth, because we know the Queen of Cups, she's holding that baby. She's seeing what's reflected back to her. Where did she go? She is here. Where did you go? Okay, I also want to say too, I did have Justice here. Justice is on the table now like 3 times. There's the restoration of balance. I just really would like to find this Queen of Cups. Guys, hang tight. If you have to forward me till I find this, I completely understand. You do you. You do you, boo. Right? You do you, boo. Okay. Queen of Cups. Guys, I don't know. But maybe we're going to go over here, because this was the rest of this message. Okay, she's somewhere here, and I'm going to find her after. And she's just going to be like, oh, she was right there. This has to go. No. I'm not. No. That's not it. That's not it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Okay. I can't find her. She's here. She's holding a baby. We talked about her. She's reflecting back to us what we need to see. Right here. There she's holding the baby right here. This has to do with the truths that we're speaking. In this cup, look, she's connected to that cup. There's her cup right there. There's her cup that she's meeting up with right there. There's another activation here, and this is why I was feeling called to go here, and it all happened the way it happened. Pause for a cause. Hold on. All right. And this has to do with what we're seeing in order to remember this is expanding from our life's debts. That's the justice. Right. This has to do with this reconnection, this recalibration to the feminine. Remember, there's an ending to begin again. So I'm called here. Remember, there's an ending with the cup of lust to the right cup. Because today this message is about the masculine and what the masculine is forging. And there's rebirth. Remember, this is about a rebirth. We need the inner child to rebirth. Look, you have the inner child rebirthing out of the lion. And remember, we are healing with that lion. We're going within. We're healing with the lion and we're facing our fears. So we're going within. This is our connection to working with Leo and was activated with that full moon in Leo. So we went within, we went within, we became friends with this part of ourselves. We faced our fears. And because we've done so, we get to have a rebirth. This is where the rebirth is happening. But we pick the right cup and it's happening with Source. We honor this as happening with Source. Okay. So the masculine ends to begin again with the right cup. What's happening? Are all the cards, did they just come out? Oh, they must have. Okay. So we're having the masculine having an ending with one cup to begin with the other. I never know how to, guys, I never know how to get these cards. So we're just going to do a loose shuffle. Well, let's make sure they're all the right way. And pray. Spirit, Ice, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, Water, Fire, Star Nation, and Creation. Call upon your healing. Very much gratitude for life. Thank you for these messages. What's being activated when the masculine switches cups? All right. For those of you that stick around to the end and lucky enough to hear my singing voice. Woo! Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What? Okay. Okay. It's this card right here. The one that hit me right here. It hit me right here. Oop. This is two serpents coming together, you guys. Look at that. Remember, when the masculine goes from the cup of lust to the cup of spirit, and what is coming together when we come together in these two cups? Look at the serpents. The serpents are coming out of the cups. Guys, I have chills. I have so many chills. Ebola, fearful, reasonable, dedicated, snakes. Smell with their tongue and hear with their skin. They feel the vibrations of the earth and use them as their guide. They are keenly attuned to things much of the earth's creatures do not have access to. They are one of the most feared animals on the planet. They are misunderstood. How do they move like that? What are they hiding? Not knowing this makes them terrifying. They are a symbol found throughout human history and form a religious perspective. The creatures that gave us knowledge. Love is what we're born with. Fear is what we learn. To face your fears seems like an oblivious mantra or even a cliche. But the cliche exists because they are true. Whatever it is that scares you is linked to your purpose here. Find your fears and follow them, and you will find your true north. This is lit. What's there? Our true north. Our true north. The divine is here. We're following our synchronicities and signs. The divine is here. And when this happens, it's always like the first time. I'm telling you. Just get so emotional because, guys, I'm just going to speak about, like, this path where I did not want to be here this morning. I was struggling through so much pain and anger and lower vibrational, feelings and depression and powering through it with focused intention and just continuing to push it off and being like, no, I have to get up. I have to get going. The message needs to be shared. It's coming out, and staying committed to being here with you guys and the divine. And look at this. And these are the gifts. And these gifts, we're not doing them for the gifts. This is an old of earth. We're not doing this for luxuries. We're doing this because these gifts are connected to the heart and what's right. And evolving humanity and saving life here on this planet and expanding it. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. And I also want to say that we know in this other Two of Cups from the Patch Tarot that we just have been speaking about here, that's somewhere here, is that we know that we're going from love to fear. That's part, like that in this Two of Cups here. Untwisted, we're caught in fear. But, twisted, we're caught in fear. Untwisted, it's love. Now, guys, I just need to, okay. Continuing the message. It's getting big now. Two creatures kissing or in love. The kiss symbolizes awakened souls, sleeping beauty, Snow White, affection, emotional intimacy. We use our mouths to share our deepest thoughts and emotions as well as nourish our bodies. Your life is plentiful with things the kiss symbolizes, but you are still seeking. This is very powerful because remember, this is also healing from the serpent's tongue, and why each twin has a sword, because we came here to heal with communication and clear up this artificial hack of the artificial matrix that we're laser focusing on clearing out of the element of air. And that's why each twin carries a sword. So it's like what's coming out of our mouth, it's not deceitful, it's not lies, it's not connected to lust or the lower vibrations. This is connected to unconditional love. What's divine? What is of God? What is of the heavens? What about a divine kiss? We're going to meet up on that bridge and have a divine kiss. A connection that you can rely upon when the path is unclear, when fear is gripping. I urge you to seek this connection. But remember, this connection is happening from within to without. We're using 639 hertz to reconnect to our relationships through self. And as we reconnect through self, that's that recalibration with that cup. We reconnect at others at a different level. This is that when the masculine, right, picks the right cup. And remember, the feminine, you have masculine within you too, so you're picking the right cup. Sometimes in dark moments, it's more than the material world's To sustain us, we need something bigger, something greater. Find that power greater than yourself, the seed, the universe, the goddess, no matter what it is, and give it some sweet affection. And that's what the masculine is feeling. And that's why the masculine needs time. Feminine, the masculine needs time. Remember, time is all one anyways. Virus. So that's literally what this virus case. So you understand the divine current of the universe. It ebbs, it flows, rises and falls completely, indifferent to the human species and its agenda. You find peace in that notion. You know the peace and relief that comes from surrendering to the world's tides and admitting that you are powerless over most things. To acknowledge our finite selves among an infinite cosmos is the ultimate lesson. But acknowledging can also produce profound bouts of terror. Both of these responses can teach us something. Look at that. Profound bouts of terror. That's that extremism energy again, to expand through the centered point. Both of these bouts of terror, profound bouts of terror, and infinite connection to the infinite cosmos, okay? We're expand through the center point. However vast the darkness, we must supply our own light. Hold on to that phrase to empower yourself to be fearless and satisfied with the world that engulfs you. Intestines. So connection, we're going to work with our intestines. The main purpose of your intestine is to digest food and then dispose of waste. It keeps what is useful and lets go of what does not serve us. You have a tendency to hold on to things that might be disguised as nourishing but actually do not serve you. See, that's that cup. Seeing through the disguise, seeing through that illusion of the cup of lust and going towards the cup of spirit. We're seeing that the cup of lust does not nourish us, but the cup of spirit does. Our society is laced with myths around family, romantic relationships, productivity, and the pressure to conform to the standards established by others. We are expected to do whatever is asked of us by our family, remain in relationships that might not be the best good for us, and work hard every day so that our lives have value. So this is also too the masculine ending karmic relationships. Remember, feminine, you have masculine within you too. So I'm just going to keep saying what I call to feel safe. We're not doing what it's expected of us. That's why when the last time we met up, we talked about all this. We're going solo dolo now with our connection to spirit as we expand our soul with the divine, our inner child. We have to see what we need to see. That's what this justice and this sword piercing our eye and expanding is connected to. We're seeing this. This is our authenticity. This is of us. This is our truth. So we're working hard every day so that our lives have value. You have a chance to sift through the ideologies that you're holding on so tightly as to what nourishes you and let go of the rest. And the masculine's seeing what does and what doesn't right now. Sperm. Look at our connection to sperm. Each seminal emission has more sperm cells than the entire population of America, and only one, if any at all, will reach the solitary egg cell. It's difficult not to feel like a lonesome sperm traversing an upstream swim with the odds stacked against you. We all have dreams and goals, yet they can seem so far from reach. No one can truthfully say that if you just keep your eye on the prize, you'll surely reach it. People are derailed every day from living out their dreams. That doesn't mean we stop swimming, but it does mean we must pay more attention to the journey. And that's what's happening. This is perhaps best relayed in a quote. Why didn't I learn to treat everything like it was the last time? My greatest regret was how much I believed in the future. And that's what the masculine is seeing. We're healing. Remember, we're healing from regret. We're healing from guilt. We're healing from shame. We're healing from the disconnects the lack of what didn't work out, but we needed the nightmares, but we needed that contrast, the evils of this world. We need that contrast in order to continue to create with these high vibes and understand these high vibes, understand our connection to these high vibes, understand how to create from the low to the high. This is that low, the low octaves of doom and gloom and everything that's low, to these high, expansive octaves of what's euphoric and bliss in our dreams as we go from our nightmares to our dreams through an expansion with creation, through the center point. When night turns to day, the central sun, it's right here. When night turns to day with the central sun and scarab beetle spirit. And look, we're here with this reading, honoring what the masculine's doing, and like sperm. There's so many connections, so many signs and synchronicities. This is lit. I'm so glad we showed up. Let's keep showing up together, guys. Love, light, and healing energy accentuated create today. I look forward to next time when we expand. Until then, you know I am sending it to you. Those good healing vibes. I love you. Take care.